Hey, what it do, y'all? What it do? This is a very conceptualized video, but hopefully y'all hear me out on this. Just wanted to walk by water because this has a lot to do with what I have to say. Just want y'all to hear this water for a few seconds here, yeah? Just hear the water. All right, walking away, and you can kind of hear that it's just more peaceful as you walk away from the water. And of course, it helps that I'm here at a building that kind of brings out more of that natural resonation of sound. This to me basically is the idea of the green pill. Getting back to this aspect of nature, natural. It's one thing with all these pill logics out here, no one has mentioned nature at all. No one has talked about getting back to the natural order way of doing things. We're just talking about things just based on, for the most part, people talking about it from the standpoint of the feminine and the masculine. Now, of course, you know, in regards to like all this pill logic, especially with the red pill per se, I mean, for the real red pillars, it is definitely not just about the feminine and the masculine. But nevertheless, none of these logics necessarily deal with nature, you know? And that's one thing, you know, getting out the matrix, you want to incorporate more nature into your life. You don't want to be necessarily around these concrete beams. At least in this case here, is actually resonating the sound of water. So that's the main thing, you know what I'm saying? You want to incorporate your life as far as appreciating the sound of water, you know what I'm saying? Appreciating the nature of water, you know, being just like water. That's very important. And just nature in itself. And, you know, you hear these cars going by and everything. Of course, that represents the matrix. That represents blue pill. You know, hearing cars go by, seeing the concrete and things like that. You take the red pill, you want to kind of, I guess, for the most part, not be surrounded by cars and concrete all the time. But this still doesn't incorporate nature. Where's the nature at? You hear people talk about it, but it's nothing definitive. So that's why this video is so important to me, and hopefully for others. Incorporating more of nature into your life, getting back to a more natural way of doing things, getting back to a more natural way of thinking about things. Now you have ancient philosophers and scholars who have definitely incorporated nature. But see, even beyond these scholars and philosophers, let's think about indigenous people. And it doesn't matter where in this world, no matter where at in the globe, all indigenous people have developed their way of life and their way of thinking based off the nature that is around them. So this actually goes beyond the indigenous people, because what about these quote unquote civilized people and how their way of thinking and their way of life is reflected based on their environment? And I'm just saying, maybe with this dosage of the green pill, it can help bring some green back into the environment and hopefully bring back some green into the way you think. And we're not talking about Mary Jane smoking marijuana. We ain't talking about that type of green. Signing out.